Who came up with the first shares? The concept of shares and stock markets is fundamental to modern capitalism and the global economy. However, the origins of shares date back centuries, to a time when trade and exploration were the primary drivers of economic expansion. The Age of Exploration, the birth of joint stock companies. The age of exploration in the 15th and 16th centuries necessitated larger capital investments for risky but potentially lucrative voyages. This period saw the emergence of the first joint stock companies, which allowed for the spread of risk among multiple investors. The Muscovy Company, established in 1555, the Muscovy Company is considered one of the earliest joint stock companies. It was created to exploit trade routes to Russia, with investors buying shares to fund the venture. This allowed for the pooling of resources and the sharing of both risks and rewards. The East India Companies, the most famous early joint stock companies were the English East India Company, founded in 1600, and the Dutch East India Company, VOC, founded in 1602. These companies were established to capitalize on the lucrative spice trade in Asia. Investors purchased shares in these companies, and profits from the trade were distributed as dividends. The success of these companies demonstrated the viability of the joint stock model, which spread to other ventures and industries. The Dutch East India Company, pioneering public shares. The Dutch East India Company, or Verenigd Oost-Indisch Company, VOC, played a pivotal role in the history of shares. It is often credited with creating the world's first publicly traded shares. Founding and structure. The VOC was founded in 1602 as a merger of several competing Dutch trading companies. It was granted a monopoly on Dutch trade with Asia by the Dutch government. To raise the necessary capital for its ambitious trade expeditions, the VOC issued shares to the public. Public offering. The VOC's shares were offered to the public, allowing anyone to invest in the company. This was revolutionary because it enabled ordinary citizens to own a part of a large, profitable enterprise. Investors received certificates of ownership and were entitled to a portion of the company's profits, distributed as dividends. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange. To facilitate the buying and selling of VOC shares, the Amsterdam Stock Exchange was established in 1602. This was the world's first official stock exchange, providing a marketplace where investors could trade shares. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange set the standard for modern stock markets, with rules and regulations governing trading activities. 19th and 20th centuries, the maturation of stock markets. The 19th and 20th centuries saw the maturation of stock markets and the development of modern corporate structures. This period solidified the role of shares and stock exchanges in the global economy. Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution spurred the growth of joint stock companies and stock markets. Large-scale industrial enterprises required significant capital investment, which was raised by issuing shares. Stock exchanges in London, New York, and other major cities became vital centers for trading shares and raising capital. Regulation and standards. The 20th century saw the introduction of regulations and standards to protect investors and ensure fair trading practices. Governments established regulatory bodies, such as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, to oversee stock markets and enforce rules against fraud and manipulation. Modern day, the role of shares in the global economy. Today, shares and stock markets are integral to the functioning of the global economy. They provide a mechanism for businesses to raise capital and for investors to participate in the growth of companies. Diverse investment opportunities. Modern stock markets offer a wide range of investment opportunities, from large multinational corporations to small startups. Investors can diversify their portfolios by purchasing shares in different sectors and regions, managing risk and seeking returns. The concept of shares has come a long way since its ancient beginnings. From early partnerships and joint ventures to the establishment of modern stock exchanges, shares have played a crucial role in the development of global trade and industry. Understanding the history of shares helps us appreciate the complexities and opportunities of modern investment, as well as the importance of regulation and innovation in shaping the future of stock markets. As we look ahead, shares will continue to be a cornerstone of economic activity, driving growth, innovation, and prosperity around the world.